my pick. You're doing AFC division. I'm doing NFC. Doing NFC North. Green Bay Packers. Josh Myers, their second round pick. You don't think so?
Okay, I don't want to say a critic of a guy I haven't seen in the NFL. I wasn't a huge fan when they picked him. I would have gone for Creed Humphrey, but this is one that I trust Green Bay's evaluation. Corey Linsley in year 4 or year, I think 6, maybe 7, became an All-Pro. David Bakhtiari is an All-Pro. Jenkins is a Pro Bowl guy. I'll trust the judgment there, and I'll trust your judgment here. But I was not thrilled when the Packers selected Josh Myers.
Right, and I definitely get, it was a thing between him and Creed Humphrey. I mean, these were both guys that I was hoping Carolina. They were on my board for Carolina taking round 2. Because they're both good at what they do inside offensive line. Again, not the sexiest pick, but they lose Corey Linsley in free agency. He goes to the Chargers, and they have a guy who can step right in and start day one at center, and they probably won't miss a beat. Fall to them all the way at the bottom of round 2. So great value for where they got him. And I think that he comes into that offense, and I think I'm probably a bigger believer in him than you are. I definitely had Creed Humphrey over him, but and this is a guy who can also play guard too.
Mm-hmm. And scheme fit matters. This is why say like the Matt Hennessy pick last year by Atlanta. I loved it. Like I didn't necessarily love Hennessy as the player, but if you watch Hennessy film, it's like college Alex Mack. And if you're going to keep the same offense, now granted they have Arthur Smith, so that's an outdated take, but you drafted Alex Mack, but worse. So I had a lower grade on Hennessy, but that's exactly what they need. You go from
Right, and that's how I feel about the Josh Myers pick. It's
that's fair.
I get there's the whole thing with Green Bay not giving Aaron his receivers, and obviously the Jordan Love pick was a huge thing. Mm-hmm. You think for a guy of Rodgers' caliber, they'd at least get his input a little bit. I mean, for crying out loud, in Arizona, they've told Kyler Murray, you've earned the right to voice your input and have that be valuable to our process. And Rodgers has been one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He's going into year 17, and he had to basically force them to get Randall Cobb back on the team.
Right. So, for sure.
So, it's just weird to see. But I do like the Josh Myers pick. And it's good for that offense. I think out of all the players they drafted, they took Eric Stokes, corner at the end of round 1. I don't know.
I didn't have a first round grade on him.
Yeah, I didn't either. But I like the Josh Myers pick. I think that was a good pick by them.
That's fair, and I think that's the first one we've really disagreed on. So hey, that's good that we get some alternate opinions up in here. So that's lovely to see. I don't know who I would have picked. I mean, it would have been Amari Rodgers, but now you bring in Randall Cobb and you just kind of muddy the water there because I don't think Randall Cobb is more of a name value at this point than a quality football player.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a guy that Rodgers has that kind of chemistry with. I mean, now you've got 3, 4, 5 guys behind Devontae Adams that are just kind of going to go out there and just try to get open. I mean, Marquez Valdez, Scantling, Economy, St. Brown, and as you mentioned, Amari Rodgers.
Your boy Funchess.
No, not Devin Funchess. Not Devin Funchess.